And now, Effective Communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
So there was an old man, and he was asked, what do you have to say about your life? And he said, what happened, he was robbed. He was robbed of joy in his life. Robbed of it. And he asked, why were you robbed of your joy? He said, because I was robbed by things that never happened. How many times have we lost countless days, hours of our lives, weeks, worried, stressed about things that never happened? You've been there. I've been there. We've been there. And how many times does that afflict us? Hi, this is Phil Zeller, Effective Communication, and worry, stress, anxiety is real, my friends, and it can impede our ability to communicate and our ability to relate to other people. And one of the biggest things that we contend with are these issues of worry, stress, and anxiety. I was reading some stats the other week, and they found that 85% of the things that you and I worry about never, ever happen. They don't come to fruition. They just don't happen. And how much time do we spend worried about them? Think about it. What were you worried about 7 years ago today? What was it? What specifically was it? And I know a couple of you are saying, no, I remember exactly what it was, Phil. But most of us are like, I don't recall. I don't remember what I was worried about 7 years ago exactly at this moment in time. You're going to have to pass on that one. I have to do a shout out. Maybe somebody else can tell me, right? Yeah, let me check with my significant other. They could tell you what I was freaking out about 7 years ago. So 85% of the stuff we worry about never happens. So that leaves us 15%, right? We're doing the math today. 12% happens with little fanfare. So it happens, but it's not a big deal. It's just something we roll with and we make happen and we get through it. That's 12%. And that leaves us the last 3%. The 3%, yes, the 3% of things that hit you, you got to deal with them. You got to come up with a strategy. You got to come up with a plan, because if you don't, this is going to rock your world, right? It's going to cause a lot of issues for you and the people that you care about. So really, as Dale Carnegie said, we have to decide just how much anxiety a thing may be worth and refuse to give it more. Think about that for a moment. So there I was. This is past week. I'm talking to my son. He's on his way from one city to another. We're having a great conversation on the phone, catching up on life and what's going on in his world right now. And then we get off the phone, and I'll say, all right, son, love you. I'll talk to you later. Get off the phone. About 2 minutes later, all of a sudden, my phone's ringing again. I'm like, this is weird. It's him calling me back. We must have forgot to talk about something. So I pick it up. He goes, Dad, I just got smoked. And I'm like, son, what does smoked mean? Are you okay? He said, Dad, I was sitting at a red light. Somebody ran the light and smashed right into the side. They lost control of their car, and they took out the front of my car. I said, are you okay? He goes, I think so. But my car is smoked. It's a wreck. And the guy hit it, and my car won't start. My car's dead, and I'm sitting here in the middle of the road. My car's messed up. And then the person took off. They drove away. And then all of a sudden, somebody came to the car window, and the guy said, hey, are you okay, man? You okay? And I could hear the guy talk in the background. Thank goodness a good Samaritan was there, right? Said to my son, I saw the whole thing, man. Yeah. And my son's like, yeah, I got smoked. And the guy's like, yeah, you got smoked, man. You got smoked. Are you okay? I just called the police. They're on their way. Are you okay? That's the biggest question right now. And my son's like, I think so. I can't believe what just happened. I was sitting here, I just got smoked. And he, of course, has got his adrenaline pumped to going through this. And you think about that situation, and thank God he was blessed. I mean, he truly was blessed that night to have a good Samaritan there to walk him through and be the voice of reason. You may not have that in an accident. Maybe you've been in a car accident. It's a scary situation, especially for a younger person to go through that. And then sure enough, somebody else chased down the other car, got down the license plate and description of the car and the driver, and then brought it back. So when the police showed up, another good Samaritan showed on the spot and was able to share all the evidence of the other vehicle that had done the hit and run. So the beautiful thing about it, my friends, there are wonderful, beautiful people in this world that can help us. That's one thing I want to share with you today. The other thing is to realize that when you worry and stress about stuff, it robs you of your life. And there are people in your life around you can help you ask for help, go out, talk to people, make connections with people. This is the whole key of communication. It brings people together. And this is why we have this show, to help people live a better life, one of communication, one of stronger relationships. And by doing this with other people, talking about the issues and the challenges you have and working through them, you're going to grab more control. You're going to have more peace of mind in your life. So next time you're faced with a very difficult situation, count your blessings, not your troubles. Look for the good. You'll get through the difficult situations just like my son did. He's all good now. So you make this happen, your life's going to have a lot more peace, and you deserve it. Now go make it happen.